and today we're gonna talk about very useful, very interesting machine. In my courses, I never showed how to work with it because we need this machine if you want to create a line of shoes, have a brand of your shoes, because this machine allows us to skive. This is actually skiving machine. Usually we skive by hand. Bench shoemakers don't use it, maybe use, but prefer to work by hand, skive all leather parts by hand. And in my courses I teach how to skive. But if you want to have something that will upgrade your skills, you will spend less time on skiving, this is the machine that you need. Okay, this is skiving machine. Why we need skiving? It's actually the process where we make edge of leather thinner for different types of seams, for folding, for underline, for pipping, for example. So we need to, if we use especially thick leather, we need to make our edge thinner. For example, I have here a piece of leather, and to fold it, I can use the original thickness of leather. I need to skive. So there is two ways to skive it: by hand, using shoemaking knife to skive it, or to use this skiving machine. This is old antique machine that Bunny uses in his work because he makes a lot of shoes for his clients and he needs to work fast. Okay, so for fast work, we use this machine. Okay, so now we'll show you how to work. In general information, it's not a proper guide step by step how to use it. It's general information about this machine to make you familiar with this machine. Okay, we prepared here a few pieces of leather, but remember, before you use it for your uppers, for the lining, for different types of leather, you need to adjust machine. Okay, we have here this part that we can move, make here wider distance, smaller distance. Okay, we can move this to make it closer to the knife that we have here, or to open it more. Okay, it depends on type of leather. It depends on what skiving we want to achieve, for folding, for underline, or for another part of our shoes. Okay, all these steps requires an experience. So before you use it, you need to experiment with this machine, to work with it a little bit, use different leather for different type of leather, different approaches. Okay, so now Bana will show you how to skive for folding. Okay, for folding we have the distance about 8 millimeters. So when we fold, the edge of the leather will lay on the beginning of the skiving. It's the same approach like we do in skiving by hand. Okay, so now I will not talk because it has a lot of rumor. First, we will show you how to skive for folding. So before you skive, you need, of course, to experiment with piece of leather and find proper way. Here, explain what the distance here is. 8 millimeters already.
Yes, I think it's 8 millimeters, but I will test and okay. If you need
open it or okay. So first we test it. Let's. Yeah.
I think it's good. Maybe a little bit more.
Now I will try to say during this walking machine. Okay, so it was not enough. It was not enough, and that's why Bunny tried again. He moved a little bit with wheel to closer this part to the knife. Okay, it's okay. because when we fold, it's same approach. When we fold, the original edge must be same with same thickness like the original thickness of leather. Okay. And now, after you found the proper way on some piece of leather, you can.
It's excellent.
You can already skive your real leather like this. Okay, you see it's in a second we skived this straight edge. Straight edges, it's very easy to skive using this machine. With rounded, you need to find proper way. Okay, for example, in throat line of ballerina shoes or any curve, you need to move it slowly to not rush, to not ruin the upper.
That's for folding.
Okay, so this one already ready to use it. For example, if it's edge of the some strap, we can already fold here, attach here, of course, reinforcement tapes, whatever, and fold. Okay, now we'll show you peeping.
Yeah.
Peeping. This is the detail that we use for the quarters of Oxford shoes, derby shoes, or any other shoe when we want to create this kind of finishing where we have raw edge, and to this raw edge we attach this thin folded strap that we call peeping. Like we did, for example, in flat ballet shoes, fashionable flat ballet shoe course, where we applied peeping.
To skiving more than half of this distance, and from other side also to be from both sides.
Both same thickness.
Yes, and thickness, and
in the middle a little bit.
It's good for the peeping. Let's check again.
So we skive from both sides.
Check.
And before you try, always test to check.
And strap is usually I use the 15 millimeters for the
15 millimeters for the peeping.
For the peeping strap.
Once we skived on one side, when on another side. Okay, and then we can fold it like this, and in the middle it's a little bit thicker, and it's good to have this a little bit fat edge. Let's say it like this.
That's good for peeping.
And because it's thin strap like this, we can apply it on curved parts. We can round curved edges because it's very thin, and also with the cuts we can create curved shapes on our upper. Now we'll show you next type of finishing for leather, underline.
Underline must be a little bit thicker.
A little bit thicker because we want to have strong connection between two parts. If we will skive too much, we will have very poor connection because it will be very thin, the leather I mean. So that's why before each type of finishing, skiving, you need to make a trial.
I usually practice to
skive on inner side.
From inner side,
yeah.
Because this side is fluffy.
Yeah, not strong.
Not strong, and if I remove this side,
top side, it will be very fleshy.
Let's test again.
First we test, you see. Each time you feel with the fingers how much it must be, and if it's not enough, you closer this part to the knife. And then a skive. You see, this is underline here. Bunny prefer to skive for the underline on the inner side of leather to leave without skiving the stronger part of leather, that is the top side of leather. And in this,
sometimes I bought a piece skiving, but sometimes just this part from downside.
On one side.
From one side,
yeah.
Depends on how leather is.
Thickness of leather.
Yeah.
Sometimes we need to skive both parts for underline.
This leather, I never skive both.
This
one and this one.
Sometimes we need to skive both parts. Sometimes we need to skive only one, the main part to which I applied this underline of 8 millimeters. Okay. For example, for lining we skive two parts to have smooth transition between two parts, so you will not see the edge. For example, if you will apply it here, for lining it will be crucial to have edge like this,
especially with the
broke construction. But for
I like to be a little bit thicker.
Yeah, when we have here holes for the broke, if we will skive it, it will be not how to say it will not have a great look for the broke construction. But for lining,
also distance. Also distance of skiving is depends of construction. If you have a zigzag, and 2 rows of stitching and holes and 2 rows of stitching, you must put them to 13 millimeters, 12 or 13 millimeters. Yes. And depends of construction. You can.
Yes, of course. For each type of seam, for each type of construction, we use different methods of skiving. So as I already mentioned here, for example, for broke construction, we don't need to skive this one. For the lining, for example, when we connect two parts, for example, the back part and the front part, it's wrong to have this edge like this. It will bother our feet, so we need to create here a smooth transition between two parts. For that reason, we will skive this part on the inner side and this part also on the inner side, and then we will attach it. And how to attach if we skive on inner side? We will have here lines, marks of the underline. During cutting, we apply all these marks, and this is how we will know how to attach two parts together when we have the underline.
Also, we have the holes, and put this color is good because it's the same color
of the leather. And if we will skive here on the top, we will see the skived part. It's not great to see it, so we leave the top side of leather without skiving in broke construction and skive only on the inner side. Okay, so this is main seam finishing. There are others, but this is main types of finishing, and you see how it was fast to skive using skiving machine, but it also requires experience to work with it. So if you decide to buy some machine second hand, not new one, because they are better. Yes, Bunny, the old machines are better.
Yeah. From my experience, this old one is great machine. I also have the sewing machine from before Second War.
Yeah.
Yeah, from 30s, 1930s. And it's a great machine, and a lot of people use this machine.
Yeah. Also, there is machine, the name of the brand Fortuna. Yes, this one, another one, but it's important to find some old machine. It's better than the modern ones, okay? And you see how it works fast without skiving. There is advantages and disadvantages in each method, but I just wanted to show you another options in skiving, so you will know about machinery in shoemaking, and this is one of the useful machines, okay, for skiving. This is it. Thank you for watching. If you have questions, you're welcome to comment below. You're welcome also to check my courses. I will leave a link below the video, online shoemaking courses. And thank you, Bane.
Thank you, Sveta.
For demonstration,
Thank
your
you, Zhenya.
excellent machine. And thank you. See you in the next live session. Bye.